Hello, my Hootie-tootie-disco-cuties. I'm Emma. Let's talk spooky stuff. Today I'm going to try to explain to you the film that is The Greasy Strangler. I can hear you all roaring in the comments. You love it, you hate it. Some of you still don't know how you feel about it. I'm with you there. This film is insane. The film is about a father and son who are harboring some resentment towards each other, and the father is a greasy strangler. And what is a greasy strangler, you'd ask? I think that's a question we'd all like to know. It is a person who puts grease on themselves and goes and strangles people. So when the son gets a girlfriend, the father's not too happy and shit happens. In Hollywood, this film would have actually been about the bond between a father and son and the dark secrets and resentment they are holding towards each other and it all getting out. But really it loses the plot like 20 times before it can get to the main point, which there isn't a main point, I should add. This film is just fucking chaotic. This film is something else entirely. And I thought first 10 minutes, oh, this is funny, this is quirky, this is dry, the humor is very out there, but it doesn't really slow down from there. It just fucking goes everywhere. I want to say this is Napoleon Dynamite without the storyline, with a little bit of sex. A lot of sex, actually. There's a lot of dongs, as horror addicts, Gory B would say. Fuck, there's a lot of dongs in this film. And they did not make me feel, sexy. This film, as I said, is all over the place. It really does reminisce what could have been a short film that would have been quite funny. And when I say it's dry humor, I mean like super dry, like it's people repeating something back and forth like for 2 minutes. It's not like a funny, gross, actually it does have a lot of gross humor, but it's not like a funny punchline movie. The film, I felt, really fell short with the fact that there was no ongoing storyline, and this is why I find it so hard to describe, because it kind of just keeps flopping back and forth. People aren't consistent in their thoughts and their actions, which it's just an uneven playing ground for anybody to try and follow because it doesn't actually make sense and it's not trying to make sense. And I feel like some people will like that, a very small portion, and probably more of like a movie that you'd watch with your friends and think, oh my god, this is so quirks, this is so strange. But it's a little bit too quirks for me and a little bit too long for two quirks. Definitely should have been a short film. Things I did like about the film, believe it or not, I really did like the set design. I thought it was awesome. They had some really cool like colors and like the buildings, and I just loved even their house. It was so disgusting and grimy and gross, but they really did it in a really good way. The car wash scenes were amazing. They did have a really good sound design as well, like that really helped when there's this car wash scene that happens a couple of times and is only comedic because of the sound, I feel like, almost. Also, this music in it is super on point. Even though I'm not, like, I don't really agree with all of the comedy in the film, the music really suits the film and the score is just amazing. I really think they did really well with that. The set design and the music were just on point. The acting was quite good, but you're getting people to act really awkward. I can tell you there'd be a whole bunch of bloopers on this film. Some of it is just ridiculous, and I don't know how people can keep a straight face for that long. As I said before, there's a lot of sex scenes in this film. If you find sex is a funny, hilarious, you'll like it. It's too much dicks, old man dicks that I don't want to see. There's a lot of like fellatio scenes. I think probably I can remember a female one, but I'm sure there's a male one as well. And it's just a lot of like fart jokes and just disgustingness. It's one of those movies, I was expecting John Waters to walk in at any moment to be like, this is filth. But he doesn't, unfortunately. Some of the scenes did make me laugh, I want to say, towards the start. This potato scene made me die, but after a while, you just get over it, and that's why I'm saying a short film probably would have hit me better. I hope this review makes sense. It is so hard to describe this movie because it is fucking everywhere. Plots change, characters change, the ideas change, everything flip-flops, everything's up in the air, nothing is predictable, I want to say that. But it's so hard to really engage with the film when it doesn't really make any sense, so you don't feel like anything's really happening, and you don't really get rewards for following along. So you could look away for 20 minutes and look back and you'd still be okay, and that is not a film to me. I'm sorry, it isn't a film to me. I can understand, I don't hate on this film. I think it's cool when people do really original things and do things that no one's done before, so I can completely respect that. But do I like this film? Probably no. Another aspect that you guys will probably be very interested in is the fact that sex scenes come up a lot more than horror scenes. In fact, I'd say horror probably makes up 5% of this whole film, so don't let the title fool you. So if you want to hear someone yelling Hootie-tootie-disco-cutie for 5 minutes straight, definitely check this film out. If you're not into that, maybe give it a miss. I wouldn't say it's horror, and I wouldn't say it's really worth your time, to be honest. But if you're into a really obscure film, check it out. It might be right up your alley. I'm gonna give this one a personal score of 4, a scare score of 1, and originality, I'm gonna give it a 10, because it's fucking original. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know what you Hootie-tootie-disco-cuties thought of this down below. Don't be a bullshit artist. And let me know. That's from the film, by the way. I'm not trying to be rude. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this review kind of chat about the film, because it's so hard to talk about a film that's not a proper film. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you very soon. Stay spooky. Bye.